Hello and welcome. This is Saket Mishra. Welcome you all. You are with Trigumaacademy. Today we are going to start our GRC series in ServiceNow. So once again, welcome you all who are interested to learn the ServiceNow GRC fundamental and advanced level. Please watch the video till the end, and if you still not subscribe my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon and share with your friends who want to learn the ServiceNow GRC. So let's quickly start. In this session, this is the first lecture and we are going to discuss the introduction of the GRC. When I am talking about the GRC, the governance, risk and compliances. So we will discuss in detail why GRC is needed, what is the reason most of the organizations are using the GRC, how they are working with the GRC platform. So this session will be helpful for all of the professional service now professionals who wants to switch in the GRC domain, who wants to learn the GRC, and this session purely dedicated to the ServiceNow platform. So we are going to discuss the only ServiceNow GRC, okay, but this will give you the entire process of the GRC. Okay, so let's quickly go with the session. So what is GRC? What is the introduction of GRC? Why any organization need a GRC? Okay, so first G stands for governance, R stands for risk, and C stands for compliances. So in short, we are calling as a GRC. Okay, actually GRC is a strategic framework of the organizations that implement to ensure the operate efficiently and adherence to relevant law regulations as per the industry standard. Okay, because every organization define the processes, okay, so that their processes can operate efficiently and we can reduce the risk, and we can, if anything is happening, that we can also ensure the compliances as well. So it compasses the processes, policies and practices that are put in a place to manage and mitigate the potential risk. At least that GRC process will help us to mitigate the potential, okay, and mitigate the potential of the risk. Okay, we can reduce the risk. Okay, and we are also maintaining the compliances with internal policies and external obligation. I know this definition is going to little complex for you, for the beginners who are new in the plate on this GRC model, but let me explain you very easy language. Okay, let's say there is a one organization, Triguma. Okay, Triguma is a private limited company and it has a governance body. Okay, and it also has it also working with some projects, which projects has some risk. Okay, so reducing the risk, we are defining and mitigating the processes. Okay, for that we are preparing some policies, whether it is an internal Triguma policies or external policies, like for our vendors and for our employees we are preparing some policies. Okay, and at the same time we are maintaining the compliances. Okay, so the major things we are calculating, that we can reduce the risk, and so that our project, our organization can run smoothly, and our ongoing all projects run smoothly, and governance body ensure the operation efficiently working. Okay, and make sure that every law and regulations as per our industry standard, because and every country, okay, in every country there has local law and regulation, and nowadays the globalization. Okay, so globalization, we have a certain standard like ISO and others, so we have a certain regulation, so we need to follow that as an organization perspective, and we need to ensure time to time that standards are we are following. Okay, so I hope is it clear to you what is governance, risk and compliances, why we governance, risk and compliances are used by any organization, and how the employee is working on that. Okay, so let's say we have a business risk in real time. Okay, so let's say we have I would like to share one example here. Like we are working on some project. Okay, that project is related to the hardware. Okay, that project is related to the hardware, and as per the business timeline we need to fix that issue within 2 days, but at the same time, like earthquake has happened, so we are unable to fix that issue within a SLA duration. So reduce such type of issues, how we are maintaining such type of unwanted risk. Okay, so we are reducing the risk to maintain such type of issues, so that's why we can deliver, and at the time of the agreement of the signing we are defining such all of the things, and we are also following some policies in that case. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Now we are going to discuss the main points. What is governance, what is risk management, and what are the compliances. So see, this session I am going to cover theory, so that basic terminology you are clear with the basic terminology, so that when we are going to demonstrate, and when I am going to share my personal development instance for the GRC implementation, that time you should have a better understanding. If I am saying governance, if I am saying risk management, or if I am using any terminology, then you should have an idea. So what is governance? Actually, governance refer to the system of rule. Okay, every, see, it doesn't matter in a company, every country, every state, every body has a governance body. Okay, in every private company, in every country, we have a governance body. Okay, what governance body generally are doing? They are managing the system of rules, okay, processes, and the structure that guide and control an organization action and decision making. Okay, so governance body generally handle the system of rules, processes, and structures, so that the top organization persons can take a proper decision and the good decision with respect to the organization favor. Okay, which help the organization to efficiently run their processes and for the future better growth. This is the governance. Okay, it involved define the clear roles, responsibility, and accountability across all level of the organization. Okay, so generally governance is the top body. We can say governance is the top management body which define the rules, processes, and structures, and make sure that everyone is following their policies and rules, so that on the basis of the governance rules and processes they can take a proper decision. Okay, and those decision will be helpful to run their organization in a smooth way. Okay, and because due to that policies and rules and regulations, they can take a future better for particular organization. That is the reason every organization, every country, if you are familiar, if you are from the non-technical background, you can compare this with the country level, because currently in India, like G20 is going on. Okay, this is very good news, because India is hosting the G20 program. Okay, so in the G20, for every country, from every country like US, UK, okay, from the European countries and some African countries, presidents and the prime ministers are coming, and to come on the same platform and discussing the what they are doing. This is the normal what we are seeing on the media, but at the back end, we there is a process like governance body which prepare the plans for the presidents. Okay, what is the schedule, how they are coming, what are the different topics on they are going to discuss. Like we are discussing the defense sector. Okay, we are going to discuss with the railway sector, we are discussing with the economy, environmental changes. So for everything we have a governance body. You can compare like this in the country perspective, but as an organization, like there is a managing director. If you are familiar with the private sector organization, we have a managing directors who are generally doing the governance for any organization. I hope it is clear to you how the governance is working, what is the governance body. In a simple line you can say, I am repeating again, in the simple line you can say governance body is the in the governance body there are top officials of the companies. Okay, who are making the rules, who are who are making the rules, processes, and structure, and make sure that those rules are following by the internal customers, or internal employees, or the external customers, or whatever who is impacting those. Okay, so that they such type of rules and processes and structure control the organizational action and make help them to take a better decision. Okay, and as per the industry standard, because we have a ISO standard. Okay, and ISO 9001, ISO 9002, so something like that. Okay, we have a CMMI level governance rules and regulations which we needs to follow. I hope governance is clear to you. You can consider as the top body of the organization who are making the rules and processes and structure for the organization and taking the better decision on the basis of those rules and regulations. Okay, now what is risk management? Actually, risk management is the process of identifying, assessing, and prioritizing the potential threat. Okay, and opportunities that could affect an organization ability to achieve its objective. Okay, these risks can arise from various sources including financial, operation, legal, reputation and cyber security factors. So what is the risk management? Risk management is the process of defining and assessing the prioritizing the potential threat. What are the possible threats can be? Let's say I am giving you one example of the risk management. Let's say Triguma Solution is working on a one hardware project. Okay, and they have a business tie-up with any other organization. Like they will replace the, if anything happened to the hardware, let's say in the laptop hardware is broken. Okay, and they need to replace within a 2 days. Okay, but during the 2 days something happened. Like let's say earthquake was come and we are unable to deliver. Okay, so such type of threats, such type of potential threats, how can we manage and how can we reduce the risk? Each and everything we are defining under the SRS document when we are legally signing the agreement with any third party application. I hope it is clear to you. But it can be any type of the sector. Okay, it can be the financial sector, it can be operational, legal, reputational and cyber security. Okay, this is the one example which is a natural disaster. Okay, earthquake is not in our hand. Okay, so this is the like a natural disaster. Now we have a operational. Okay, let's say there is a one engineer. Okay, who is working on that issue, but he cheated on him. Okay, he cheated on him. He is not replaced the new hard disk. Like there's a hard disk issue, he is not replacing the new hard disk. He just repair that. Okay, but as per the document, as per the SRS document, as per the process, he should replace that. Okay, so this is also the operational issue. Okay, because operational issue, why engineer fixed the issue, but he didn't meet the requirement, because as per the requirement, as per the agreement, they need to replace it, but he didn't replace, he just fixed that issue. So such type of the risk is the operational risk. Now like a reputational risk. Okay, I hope you, if you are from the legal background, you should the reputational risk. Most of the organizations are working for the reputation, because every organization has their reputation in the market. So generally, everyone wants to make their reputation very neat and clean. Okay, so something happened to their reputation. Okay, such type of risk are come as a reputational risk. Now we have a cyber security factor. Let's say nowadays very cyber attacks are happening, so such type of reducing the such type of threats. Okay, we are handling such type of potential threat using the risk management. Okay, so in GRC we have a most famous applications which we are going to discuss in next slides. Like we have a risk management, proper risk management module, and we also have a advanced risk management, integrated risk management, specific integrated risk management, which we are generally using to avoid and handle the risk. Okay, so that we our projects can run smoothly, and company cannot take a huge loss or something like that. Okay, so we are managing the risk under the risk management. I hope it is clear to you what I am explaining, because I am trying to explain in a very easy way. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss the last point, which is a compliance. Okay, so compliance refer to the adhering to the internal policies, industry standard, and external law and regulations that govern an organization activity. Okay, and organization must meet the legal obligation and the industry specific requirement to avoid the potential legal liability. Okay, reputational damage and financial penalties. Let's say compliances. Okay, refer to adhering the internal policy. If you remember, in the governance body there is a few top management pupils who are creating the policies. Okay, so we are adhering those policies according to the industry standard, whatever this is internal law or external law. Internal law, like some law are applicable to their employee, but some are applicable to their vendors as well. So that's why we are defining the some policies and law are applicable to the employees. I mean, employees means the internal, and the external vendors means the external law which are applicable to the vendor. Okay, that govern organization activities, which help to the organization to take a proper decision. So in ServiceNow GRC we have a one module, dedicated module, which we calling as a policy and compliances. Okay, so we are defining the policies under the policies, and we are defining the like in the policy management we have a capability, like there is a one local policy which is applicable to the US region only, but at the same time there is a one policy which is applicable to the entire world. Okay, So such type of policies we are managing. So I hope three most important terms are clear to you: governance, risk management, and compliances. What is governance, what is risk management, and what is compliances? Okay, so these are the basic terms which we are discussing in upcoming slides, upcoming lectures. Okay, so I hope this basic terminology is very clear to you, because I'm trying to create this lecture just for the beginners or advanced, both person can understand. Okay, so I am trying very easy language and the practical scenarios, so that you guys can understand and you can relate with your existing organization. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you why GRC is important. Okay, and what is the important role play GRC for any organization. Okay, so let's say now I am jumping to the next slide. In this we are discussing why GRC and why it is important. Okay, so the basic definition in any interviewer is asking, so you are not going to discuss in the like these terms which I explained, because I just provide the deep definitions. But this is the way you can define, like GRC help the transform inefficient processes across your extended enterprises into an integrated risk program. Through continuous monitoring and automation, the application deliver a real-time view of compliances and risk. Okay, so remember, this application deliver a real-time view of compliances and improve the decision making and increase the performance across your organization and with vendor. Okay, so if you understand, GRC help to transform the processes. Okay, first GRC help transform the processes. Okay, and deliver the real-time view of compliances, so that the governance body can take a proper decision. Okay, so improve, they can improve their decision making and increase the performance across the organization and reduce the risk. So this is the way, and that is the reason we are using the GRC. Okay, now few advantage and working style and the working cycle of the GRC. So first advantage, we can say the reason we are using, we are automating and managing the policy life cycle and continuously monitor for the compliances. Okay, we are automate and managing the policy life cycle for the entire world. Let's say there is a one organization which is working on the different countries, like the one organization which is working with a hundred of companies, oh sorry, hundred of countries. Okay, and those countries are the part of the different region. Like in Asia specific, we are operating in India, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Nepal, Sri Lanka. But at the same time, same company is working in a Europe region, like Croatia, Bulgaria, UK. Okay, Ireland. So they are working with, and there, and for the same organization is working with the North America region. Okay, so what is my concern, we are automating and managing the policies as per the local law, because North America has a different law, India and China has a different local law, and the Latin America has a different law, or Arab countries has a different law. So according to the local laws, we are automating the policies life cycle and continuously monitoring the compliances for their policies, that we are ensuring that everyone is following the cycle, and those compliances should be as per the industry standard, so that we can track it. Okay, second, enable fine-grained business impact analysis for appropriately prioritize and respond to the risk. If something happen, we can prioritize and respond to the risk. Like we have some things happen, okay, and two things or three things happen at the same time. Then at least we can prioritize which is the important, what is the impact of that. According to the impact and the prioritization, we are doing the work and we are fixing the issue, and using the risk data to scope and prioritize the audit plan and automate the cross-functional process. Okay, so according to the risk data, we can plan and we can prioritize the audits. Okay, because in the GRC we have a specific proper dedicated module which is called a audit management. Okay, under the audit management we are planning, and which is a cross-functional process. Okay, so we can make the plan, and so that in future we can handle this. Okay, and we can continuously monitor, detect, assess, and mitigate and remediate the risk in vendor ecosystem. Okay, so what if you remember the last slide, what I say, that we can monitor, detect, or assess the mitigate and remediate risk in vendor ecosystem. If something is happened, these things we can detect in the real time scenario. Okay, let's say we have a proper CMDB. So there is an integration with the CMDB. Something will happen, any hardware or any software or any cyber attack, we can detect at the real time, and we can mitigate and remediate the risk in the vendor ecosystem. This is the way. Okay, Now these are the few modules, and these are the proper modules of the GRC. Like we have a audit management, which is generally used for risk to scope and prioritize the audit plan and automate cross-functional process. We have a business continuity management, plan, exercise, and recover from disaster efficiently. Okay, operational resilience, policy and compliances, privacy management, regularity change management, risk management, vendor risk management. Okay, so these are the things. Continuous authorization and monitoring, common GRC features. So these are the things, and some of the modules we are going to discuss in deep. We will set up a guided setup implementation. Believe me guys, we are going to discuss each and everything of the GRC, which will help you a lot to understand, to capture the GRC processes. Okay, so these are the major modules. I am explaining you the policy and compliances, risk management, audit management. These are the major modules which we are going to discuss, and vendor risk management, how the integration is working on. But for first or two lecture I am explaining the terminology, so that you can compare with your current system and you can understand easily. Okay, so what are the various modules of the ServiceNow GRC? Okay, so we have a audit management, which is very important module of the GRC. We can use it. We have a vendor risk management, and we have a risk management. We have a privacy management. We have a policy and compliances management. We have others as well, some properties as well. But these are the major modules which we are going to discuss in this series. Every day from Monday to Friday, you'll get a one lecture every day. Okay, so don't miss this. And after this, if you have any question, any concern related to GRC, you can put in a comment. I will try to respond for every comment. Okay, now how the automation and the policy life cycle is working, and how the monitor the compliances. So see, the governance and oversight, we have a ServiceNow is providing the solution. ServiceNow is providing the solution for any organization. So what we have: GRC, security operation, and GRC audit. Now these three are different box. Why? Because in the GRC generally policy and compliances management. So in this we are defining the policies, standard, and regulation. At the same time we have a risk management and assessment. So we are doing the assessment for any risk. Okay, and security operations, which is called a SecOp. Okay, in the security operations, we have a security incident response time, what is the timeline, and we are doing. Okay, and GRC audit management and assurance. Okay, so these are the things. In the under the audit we have only one, which is called audit management, and in the audit management we are just assuring what we are doing, that is in a correct way or not. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. And for each and every solution, ServiceNow provide not these only solution. We have others as well, but this is just for the governance and oversight perspective. Okay, and for all of these solutions, we have some out of the box dashboard reporting and analytics, which we are using to fix that. I mean to work on that. Okay, now we have a same. How can we use the risk data and scope and prioritize the audit plan and automate the cross functional processes? So this is the way we are using. Like we are in the audit management, we are using the plan. In the audit management we are using the risk data to analyze and ensure the audit plan. Okay, so this is just for that purpose. So I hope in this lecture we learn why the GRC is needed, how the different bodies are working on the GRC, how the GRC enhance and efficiently work on the for any organization, what are the governance, risk, policy. So now in next lecture I am going to discuss what are the different plugins we are needs to install in our instance to enable the GRC, how other terms like a business continuity. Okay, and how business continuity is working, how the audit management policies and compliances management life cycle is working. So each and everything we are discussing in the next lecture. And thank you so much for watching the lecture. If you have any doubt, any concern related to this lecture, if you have any issue with this, please do comment. I will try my best to answer. And this presentation you will get a PDF in our WhatsApp group. If you are not joined there, kindly join our community. Okay, so thank you so much once again, and have a great year together. Okay, with the learning platform. So we are almost in middle of the year. So I wish you love it, and please do the comment, subscribe, and share with your colleagues. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.